Hello, everybody. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your Zodiac Collective Tarot reading for the week of August 22nd to August the 29th. This is for the fire signs of the Zodiac, the Sagittarians, the Leos, the Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Again, thank you for turning up and tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, hitting the notification button. Thank you for everything that you do here. Let's see what energy we are going into in this week. It's very important that we recognize and realize we have a decision to make that's causing a little bit of anxiety here, a little bit of uncertainty here. So for us Sagittarians, usually making decisions isn't that big of a to-do. But for some Sagittarians, especially those who deal with past trials and tribulations, making decisions about moving forward, making decisions about what's next, making decisions about what to do and where to go and what direction to go into has a tendency to cause us a lot of anxiety, especially when we're uncertain. A lot of anxiety, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of emotional insecurity, a lot of emotional insecurities. So during the week of the 22nd to the 29th, there seems to be a little bit of anxiety going on in regards to what's next. What's next? So it can be very emotional and very overwhelming. So keep that in mind. Yeah, we have storm warning and we have second chakra Archangel Ariel. So what I want to say is not to give in to the chaos, right? Find something that inspires you. Find something that gets you motivated. Find something that brings in some sort of creativity. Find you. Dig deep. Go within. Find something that brings out that sensuality even. I mean, the second chakra is all about creativity and sensuality. So if we can find things to put ourselves into, right, as to not get into that anxiety or depression or uncertainties and chaos of taking that next step and making that next move. So let's see what the Crow Tarot has. Wouldn't be surprised if the Chariot showed up, because I kind of feel this is all about us just making a move, moving in that direction, right? Continuing to work on where we've been working, how we've been working, continuing to work at building that nest egg. You know, I posted this 3 days ago that I was uncertain about the direction in which I seek, and it was driving me crazy, and I was unable to sleep, and I felt tired all the time, and it was taking me on this emotional roller coaster, and it's a lot of weight to carry when you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder, when you feel that the next step that you take determines your success or failure. And for some of us, at least Sagittarians who, come from a past of uncertainty and insecurities, it's very difficult for us to put into perspective patience and divine timing. It also is very difficult for us to put into perspective balance, because we want to feel what it feels like to succeed and achieve. And it is very difficult to do that when we are in the mindset of needing to have patience and divine timing and balance and all of that comes with it. So fire signs, yeah, this is really about continuing to work on what is being presented to you. Know that when you are at a crossroads, as long as you are moving, as long as we're not stopping and creating this stagnant energy around us, that things will move little by little, bit by bit, but they will move. We may not be able to see it. We may not be able to comprehend it, but things are moving, and we have to continue to move as well, even if it's just baby steps during this time. Moving, continuing to work, continuing to bring things into balance, continuing to practice patience, creativity. Okay, all of those fell out. That was 9. We're not taking all of those. Yeah, and see, during this time, there may be also feelings of people trying to deceive you or portray you. We know when we get into those bouts of anxiety and depression, or whatever that is, we also feel that there may be people out there. We start comparing ourselves to people, and we start comparing ourselves to the success of others, and we start comparing ourselves to the wins of others or the success of others, that we are not there, even though we work just as hard, right? So we have to not allow other people's success to make us feel as if we are failing, and we really have to, I feel, move out of that mindset and move in a different direction, away from feeling that you have to compete all the time. And if you're not as successful as someone else, then that means that you've failed, right? But it's all about continuing the process, continuing the work. And look, of course, we have the Tower card, one of my favorite cards in the tarot. So, of course, we know that the Tower is all about removing those obstacles in a way that you recognize and understand, right? The Tower takes everything that you seem to be concerned about and that is in your way, blows it to shit, gives you a solid foundation and a clear path, right? So it's up to you, fire signs, to recognize that clear path. It is up to you to recognize what Spirit is trying to do. This anxiety and uncertainty and storm warning that you are going through at the moment, that is, I feel, the Tower's way of saying, hey, you still have a little bit of work to do here. You still have a little bit to bring into balance. There's divine timing at work here, and you're so busy comparing yourself to somebody else that you're not even seeing the prosperity of your work. You're not even seeing the good that you are doing. You're not even recognizing the recognition that you are getting from everything that you're doing, because you're so focused on not being better than anybody else. You're so focused on everybody else achieving more than you. Have you ever thought that maybe perhaps the reason why your success is taking so long is because it's going to be so big, you need to be in a higher vibration to even fucking conceive what is happening here. So give me a second. So let's move that mindset in a completely different direction and find a creative outlet as opposed to a victim outlet. Let's draw one more card, shall we? Or 2. Continue to work, continue to work, continue to work, continue to work at it. Step into that divine masculine. Be that creative. Start those in creative endeavors. Be that creative person. Be the person who recognizes and realizes that we are at one with Spirit, with creativity, with passion, with love, with respect, with honor, with patience, with divine timing. You know, it doesn't have to be all of this chaos all the fucking time when we move into these headspaces of, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what I'm doing. And it is. I know it is for me. I know it is for some. And when we get so fucking in that headspace to where all we see is the uncertainty of who we are, where we're going, and what we're doing, we don't see anything else. We're blinded by the shit. We're blinded by the storm. And we need to remove ourselves from that headspace. We need to remove ourselves from thinking that we have to compete against everybody else. Or if we are not succeeding more than the next person is succeeding, then we're doing something wrong. Your success is going to be of astronomical proportions. And when you step into this whole, I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going or how I feel about this, that, and the third, and I feel like giving up. And when you're in that low vibrational energy, the movement of everything that is behind the scenes slows down. Because we're so here that we can't think of anything else. It's hard to conceive that what we're about to achieve is astronomical and wonderful and beautiful and amazing, right? So we have to move away from this. We have to move away from this. And we have to tap into that creative energy that gives us the ambition to keep going. I'm getting so emotional right now. I just want to shake somebody. I want to shake myself. I want to look in the mirror, grab my arms, and shake the shit out of myself and say, wake the fuck up. And then slap my reflection in the head. Stop it. Stop sabotaging yourself. You've done it for so long. Why deny yourself the opportunity of abundance, of beauty, of happiness, of strength, of creativity, of passion, of faith? Why deny yourself all of that when you're so close? Oh, I am so guilty of it. I am not preaching to the choir, y'all. I'm preaching to myself. I am preaching to myself. And look, it's all about the home front. It's all about starting with what you know, where you are, who you are. Animals, and you know, I have cats and dogs, and you know, they can be that catalyst to get you going creatively. Go outside, spend time at a zoo if you don't have animals, spend time out in nature, go exploring, wandering, go to the beach, go to an aquarium, go to a zoo, go out in nature, watch the squirrels, watch the rabbits, get in tune with your animalistic self, get in tune with your survivor self, get in tune with that animalistic part of you that turns in or turns on when you have to thrive or when you have to thrive to survive, right? Tuning into that part of us that are survivors, tuning into that part of us that were the hunters, right? Who helped our tribes or our people survive, right? We all have that instinct within us. We all have that fight or flight instinct. This is not a flight instinct. This is a fight instinct, because we're fighting for our future. We're fighting for recognition. We're fighting for abundance and prosperity, and we're fighting against ourselves. And it's all that we can do to just say, screw it, and throw our hands in the air and just do absolutely nothing. I know, because I've been there just a day ago. Have compassion with yourself. I'm here pounding the table and talking about compassion. Have compassion with yourself, and have compassion for those who desire to help you. One more card, Spirit, please. And have the courage to move forward. I love you all. I love you. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I feel it. I feel every single second of this. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Talk soon.